for joining me again. I think I mentioned in an earlier clip that I got a new permission. Well, as it turns out, most of it has been done by clubs, so there were barely any signals. Anyway, I've been in touch with the farm manager, nice fella, and he's told me about this other field, which is ridge and furrow, and he doesn't think this has been done before. Well, that was the impression I got anyway. So I've just arrived and we've got the first signal here. It looks like something quite reasonable. I haven't taken it out the hole yet, but I can see something. So let's show you this. Oh, it was reading 31 on the Equinox. I'm using field 2 again, recovery speed 5, iron bias 1. Yeah, so you can see the ridge and furrow. So it's obviously been here for quite some time. Anyway, the signal, only a small hole, probably 3 or 4 inches deep, and I haven't picked it up yet. It's whatever this is. That looks like another Cartwheel penny, I think. I got one in an earlier clip. I think it's a Cartwheel. That's a good sign, because if I'm finding that, there's a very strong chance this field hasn't been detected before. Is that a Cartwheel? I think it is. Brilliant. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. That's a good start. No idea what else is going to be in the field, but it's quite a big village that I'm in, or just on the edge of. So fingers crossed there'll be something else, something nice. Right, let's carry on. Well, I've only walked a few feet from that bit of lead and we have a 16 signal again. Sounds quite big, this one. I moved it. Yep. It actually must be quite small. Oh, there we are, look. Ah. I've got a musket ball with a sprue still attached. Oh, great stuff. Yeah, brilliant. Great stuff, yeah. I'm pleased with that. Bit of history there. A couple 100 years old or something like that. Good. Right, this was a tricky one to dig. The numbers were reading 14 up to jumping into the mid-20s actually, and it was just down here, directly underneath this tree root. So it's fairly deep, is that? It's probably 9 inches, 10 inches. Yeah, we'll say 9 inches. I found it, and it was actually directly under there, but I don't know what it is. But it looks very old. So it looks like it's made out of copper. I thought it might have been lead. It's reading 15, 16 now. It's fairly hefty. It's got some definite shape to it, some sort of dots along the edges and there. And that looks like a loop, possibly. So I wonder if it was some sort of strap fitting, perhaps. There's like a catch on there. I say catch, I don't know what else to call it. Some sort of lug, or it does look like some sort of fitting, but it's fairly hefty. Hopefully you'll stay tuned to the roundup at the end of the video, and I'll try and get some more information. There's a lot of history in this village. It goes back a long, long way. I don't know how old that is, but it does look old to me. So if you can help with that, please comment below, and I would really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm going to log the coordinates for that because I think the flow could be interested in this one. I'm still quite close to this edge of the field. I started off just about 100 yards up in that direction. I've had a couple of shotgun caps up. Way, and I had a 16 signal down here. And it's this thing. I think it's an old button. It's not a tomback button. I think there's some signs of iron on the bottom. It's got sort of a bronzy colour to it. There's a bit of like a sort of a recessed rim along the outside edge, so I think it's a button. It's quite a nice colour, that. Quite unusual. For me, anyway. I'm just near one of the corners of the field, and we have a 1718 signal down here. 1718s in the past have sometimes been half pennies, something like Victorian half pennies, that kind of thing. Like, could be a shotty, I suppose. So let's see what this is, and see if it's either of those two things. Oh, what's that? That's heavy. I think that must be it. Yep. Ah, now then. I think I've just nicked it actually, damn it. I'm not sure if that has some sort of design in it or whether it's just where I've caught it. Have I nicked it? It's like a little lead coffin type thing, isn't it? That's odd. I'm not quite sure what to make of that. You say something on that? There's something on it, but I don't know what. I can't see what it is. I'm going to log the coordinates for that just in case, because that might be something quite old. Sorry for the shaky camera work. I don't know which way up it was supposed to go. Right, well, I'm not entirely sure what we just found, if it's lead. Yeah, there's something on that, I think. Right, I'm going to log the coordinates, just in case. Still near the edge of the field, and we just had a 1920 signal. We've got quite a nice ship halfpenny, George VI. Quite good condition, that. 1937, is it? I think. Double check that later on. But yeah, that's not bad condition at all. Good up. Let's carry on. This was another corner of the hole find, about 6 or 7 inches, maybe 7. I've just dropped it. There we are. 16 signal, that. A bit of bronze, I think. So I'm not sure if that would have been a pot leg or something else. Yeah, well, it looks like it's got some age to it, whatever it is. Good. I like my artifacts. Right, I'm on the opposite side of the field to where I started, which is over in that direction, not far away. So I've only been around the outside of the edges so far. We have another signal here, mid 20, sort of 25, 26, something like that. Very high pitched noise. Could be modern. I always seem to get it on this back edge for some reason. I always think I've pulled back far enough. There we go. What's that? Something green. Coin, I think. Or is it a coin? Oh, there's the imprint. And that's... Is it a coin or a button? I think it's a button. Or is it? No, I think we've got a coin. It's looking a bit, oops, a bit toasty, that one, I think. Is it George III? Can you see that? Yeah, I think it's a George III. So what would that be? Farthing? Nice high pitched sound to it. Right, I better not rub it too much. He says he really wants to rub it clean. Right, I think that's a George the first, yeah, I think it's a George the Third farthing, and that, I don't think it's in bad condition really. Can't tell on this side. That looks a bit more worn. Great stuff. Yeah, we'll give that a clean later on, and we'll try and get a date off that. So it wasn't very deep actually, was it? It was only, how far is that? That's maybe 6 inches, yeah, 6 inches deep. Good. We'll bag that one up. Righto, we have a nice loud clear 23-24 signal in here. So let's see what this is. Just about there. Somewhere. Yep, that's stone. Ah, there it is, look, it's already out. Didn't see it. The coin of some sorts. That's a bit weird. Just turn the probe off. Let's get in the sunlight. I think it's copper, but it's got a bit of a strange colour to it. George III, I think. That's in good condition. That is it a forgery? That's really odd. It's got a bit of a silver look to it. Just bear me a second, I'll put my specs on. Right. That looks like a forgery. George III, 18. What does that say? 1820, I think. Right, I haven't found one like this before. And I'm not sure if it's had some sort of silvering on it or something. 1820. Right, I think that's a forgery. I better not rub that too much. So what's it a forgery of? I don't know. But forgery or not, it's a nice find, that. Isn't that great? I'm really pleased with that. I was saying earlier on that I like my artifacts rather than coins, but as far as coins go, that's a good one. Yeah, well, we'll bag that up as well. I'm sure you folks will know what coin it's meant to be. I don't know if it's a shilling or... I actually don't know, I've no idea. It's Britannica, Rex, Fid. Right, great stuff. Lovely little find, that, lovely. This was 8 inches deep. I've forgotten what the numbers were actually now. Give me a second. 9. And I think we've got a buckle fragment. That's a bit of an odd looking buckle though, but there's a hole there where presumably the pin would have gone through. Yeah, somewhere there you are. You can see it's broken off, so it would have carried on that way. So it would have been a rather large buckle. Don't know how old that will be. I haven't seen anything quite like that, so I'm not sure. But going by the coins and other finds in the field, it's probably a couple of 100 years old. Yeah, that's not a bad little find, that. Now this one took some scratching around. It was underneath the roots here. An 1819 signal, and it's now out. And I think we've got another coin. Yeah, don't see a lot on that at the moment. Quite thinnish again. I won't rub that too much at the moment. I'll give that a clean up later on. I'll try. Again, it looks quite toasted, that one. Looks sort of roughly halfpenny size, isn't it, I think? Yeah, it's not been a bad day today. I've really enjoyed myself. It's nice coming to a new permission that shows some promise. I'm glad the horses are on today, because I'm not a big fan of horses. Or perhaps they're a big fan of me. Don't know. Right, let's get this hole filled in. Right, I dug up that coin a moment ago, literally just behind me, a few centimetres behind me. I turned round and we had another signal, low to mid-20s. I flipped that out a minute ago, a bit of patina there. So whether it's a button or a coin, I hope it's a coin. Can't see it. Where is it then? Bit more patina. Hope this isn't going to be a shotgun cap after all this. Oh, it's there, it's falling out. That's another rather blank looking coin. Aha. Ah, that looks like George II. I think. Can you see that? Actually, I can't see it now. I think I've just rubbed his face off. Oh well. Yeah, just see his quiff there, top left. Yep, looks like George II to me. I don't know if that's a farthing or a halfpenny. It's a bit slick on the back. Excellent job. Yeah, it's turned out to be a good day. There we go. Okay, so I've walked about 20 feet from those couple of coins and I've had a 30-ish signal. Very loud. I thought it was going to be another horseshoe. I've had a couple of horseshoes today. and it's not. I flick the soil and we can see a big old coin or token. Actually, it's another cartwheel. It's funny, you know, I don't get these for ages, and then I've had 3 in the last couple of trips out. Usually quite crusty, so they don't tend to survive very well. So George III, so it'll be another, I think they're all 1797 these, aren't they? Well, there's Britannia. That Britannia doesn't look too bad. Date along the bottom there, if you can just make that out. Partially make it out anyway. 2 cartwheels today, and 1 from a previous trip to another field. Brilliant. It has been a good day. Yeah, I really enjoyed myself. Hey, great stuff. Right, may as well film this one because it's another sort of 30 signal, loud and clear and sharp. So let's have a look together. Just about there. Oh god, we've got ribs again, I think. I've dug it out and it's not a coin. Hey, look at that. Looks like a weight. I've just rubbed the edge there a bit as I got it out. Some sort of fancy weight, probably a trade weight, I suppose. And I think there's like a circle in the middle. Can you see that? Just about, oops, sort of there. There's a faint circle. Yeah, I wonder how old that is. Definitely some sort of trade weight. It's got to be. I'll have to weigh that. It's fairly hefty. 1, 2, 3 lumps on there. Don't know if there's anything on the picture wise on there. There might be something. Yeah, there's something there, isn't there? I can see something there. It's like a fleur-de-lis type thing. There's definitely something on there. No, that's nice, is that? Whatever you are, I like you. That is awesome. Wow. I'll give that a wash later on. That looks, that's got to have some age to it, hasn't it? Like I say, I'm very close to quite a large village up here in North Yorkshire. There's a lot of history around here. Yep, I hope I can find something out about that, because that's, whatever that is, I like it. Hi folks, right, here we are with the Roundup. I'll show you this because I found this on an earlier visit to this new permission. It was actually just a surface find. I've been on 4 different fields and I found absolutely nothing but junk until that turned up. So it's a silver, or part of a silver earring. I have emailed photos to my Flo, which thinks it's modern, so probably 1900s, but still not a bad little find really. Right, other bits and pieces, some sort of junkish stuff along the bottom, pewter spoon fragment there. It's got the Victoria hallmark on it, or emblem, not a hallmark. Victoria Regina, the crown. Some other bits of copper, there, a bit of lead, a couple of harness rings, harness buckle with a bit of silvering to it, so probably not very old. Bit of lead there. I thought might have had a pattern on it, but I can't make anything out on it. I think it's just an offcut that's been thrown away and folded over. Bit of a bronze pot leg. Not particularly big, is it, that? think it's a pot leg anyway. Yeah. Several buttons. This little item, I did video it, but I actually deleted it from the video because I wasn't sure what it was. I thought it might have been a coin. I don't think it's a button. No signs of a shank, but it's pretty much toasted. But if you can make out, come on, focus, you can make out in the video there's some signs of gold gilding on this top edge there. When I found it, I thought I could see the outline of a bust, but I might have just been imagining things, I think. So I'm not sure what to make of that one. Anyway, that's that one. Some more buttons here. Modern coin. Fragment of a buckle, probably a shoe buckle. Couple of Cartwheel pennies. Not in great condition, these. That's not too bad. Usually dated 1797. That one's a bit crusty. And I've got another one actually over here, which is from a visit to a different field earlier before. That's 3 recently. This one seems to be deteriorating the more I look at it. That was the 1820 George III shilling forgery. Not going to be able to see an awful lot on that. I dare rub it because it's, so the details sort of disappearing when I touch it. But that was, yeah, it was a nice little find. I was really pleased with that one. Not sure what to do with that, whether just leave it dry or treat it with something. I'm not sure. George II coin there. Just make out the bust. I think a halfpenny. Back's a bit toasted. With a toasted one there. I think that's a farthing. I think George III. So sort of probably early 1800s. Something like that. Ship halfpenny, George VI. Quite a nice little coin. These are clean, really. It's just a George V penny there. Excuse me. This thing, I was fascinated by this when I found it, and I put some photos on a forum, and someone pointed out fairly quickly it's probably a fishing weight. And yeah, I think they must be right. That hole goes all the way through. I've checked it. I thought it had some pattern to it, but I'm not sure. I mean, it's not a modern one by any means. You can see by the way it's been made. It's quite crude. So I think it's a fishing weight. And if you know any different, please do comment below. Musket ball. Where are we? There you go. The sprue attached. It looks a bit like iron. I think it might be resting against iron. Musket ball there. Now then, this thing is doing my head in. I've emailed photos to my flow. I've put it on Twitter, put it on a couple of forums. There's various suggestions to what it might be. Could be casting waste, could be part of a brooch, could be a strap end. I don't know what it is, and I'm really struggling to find out. It's got multiple holes on both surfaces, there and there. I picked out some of the dirt from most of them. The holes don't go all the way through. There's copper in the bottom, so they're just sort of like circle decorations. I don't know what to make of that at all. Picked a bit of dirt out of there as well. My flow sort of sent me a link to a strap end, a Saxon strap end, but it's not, doesn't really look like this, but that's the nearest she can think of, but she's still working on it. It may be much older. Someone also suggested, what was it? Part of like a bucket hinge type thing from Iron Age. Could be Roman. I really do not know what that is. Desperate to find out. but it's copper alloy with dot decorations or holes and some sort of a lug on this end. So I don't know. Help. This thing was a lovely find. So it's a lead shield weight, and these date from 1380 to 1600. I thought it was like a fleur-de-lis type thing on the bottom. I'm not sure what to call that really, but it's definitely decorated. There's something at the top here, but it's a bit difficult to make out. Actually, just bear me a second. I did try and do a rubbing with a pencil. Where is it? Yeah, there we are. Hang on, bear with. To try and show more detail. I don't think it's really helped much. Yeah, so that's that. So it may be a crown at the top, I'm not sure. Difficult to see. But yeah, there's a lot of history to that. And on the back of it, if you can see, where's my thingy? There we are. Just about there, someone's inscribed a circle all the way around there. And they've also intersected it with some other circular lines, or curved lines. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this. You can maybe just make it out. Yeah, I catch the light just right. Yeah, so that's a lovely find, that. Very pleased with that one. Yeah, so there we are, folks. There's a finds. So that new permission is a big permission, but the first 4 fields that I visited have been done to death by clubs, and I found absolutely stacks of tinfoil in the first couple of fields. Other fields, no signals at all. And I got lucky finding that little earring on the surface, so that's a bit odd, that. But the farm manager tipped me off about the Ridge and Furrow field, and that's proved to be a good place to go. Hasn't been detected before. Don't know what else is in there, but I'm definitely going to go back. So fingers crossed and keep watching. So anyway, thanks again for joining me, folks. If you can help with any ideas on the items, especially that little whatever that is, desperate to find out what it is. If you can help at all, please do comment below. In the meantime, you all take care, happy hunting, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.